The shears of creation, ekstase. A giant pair of scissors sharp enough to cut anything in half.
Anime has given us some of the coolest, most legendary weapons of all time. Swords that cut through dimensions, guns that never run out of ammo, and mystical artifacts with insane power. And then there are these. Weapons so bizarre, impractical, and downright absurd that they make you stop mid-episode and go, wait, what am I looking at? But somehow, despite their weirdness, they work. And in some cases, they're stupidly overpowered. So let's dive into the top weirdest weapons in anime, because logic clearly took the day off when these were created. Starting this list is a weird one, Coon's Shinszu bag. In Tower of God, Coon's weapon of choice during the first season run is a bag that looks similar to what my grandfather would get at a 75% discount sale. And I'm not joking, but somehow it's one of the most OP items in the series. Go figure. Despite its mid-outward appearance, the bag is a special tool that he uses in battle and strategy. It's a small pouch that he carries around, but it has the unique ability to store and carry Shinszu, the energy that sustains the tower. The bag is versatile in its use, offering functions such as an endless portal for storing of Shinszu-infused weapons and gadgets. Tools and even traps that he can deploy during a fight or when carrying out his plans. His most iconic feat with his Shinszu bag is storing the crown and securing victory for his team during the crown game. Following this lineup, we've got Susamaru's odd Tamari balls. My first impression of this weapon had me wondering if she didn't get enough play as a child or as a human. Susamaru's weapon of choice, Tamari balls. Not just one, not just two, she's got a whole arsenal, and she's not playing fair. Her balls are not ordinary or the regular type. They're like a dodgeball that you cannot dodge, just like that one math teacher in high school. She creates and throws these durable, explosive circles at high speed and with such precision that it's out to haunt its target. With the incredible force of Tamari's throw, even though the concept sounds like child's play, one thing you don't want to do is get on Susamaru's bad side. They might look like balls, but when thrown with incredible force, they become lethal. Next on the list is Nicholas' unconventional cross gun? He calls this bad boy the Punisher. But then again, what is revealed to be a giant revolver is first introduced to us as a large cross that he carries behind him. His character as a priest, bad boy priest by the way, enables him to body the cross roll so perfectly until it's time to serve punishment. I mean, imagine running around with a gun so big you can't even hide it properly. This brings us to the ultimate use of the Punisher. Despite Nicholas' belief, he's often forced to use violence to protect others or for complete destruction. Up next is Ichibi Huyosobi's Ichimanji. As cool as it sounds, even I can't believe it's a brush. A calligraphy brush that does more than opening magical doors. Meanwhile, Ichibi can manipulate ink to create or erase reality. It's basically a giant mop stick if you flipped Old Man Yamamoto upside down. No shade though, when Ichibi is not playing office with his uncanny tool, it becomes a manifestation of his spiritual energy as the brush allows him to manipulate and alter the reality of things or the concept of their properties. Other times, the brush becomes an offensive, sharp sword-like blade that can cut down his opponent. Nevertheless, if someone brought a giant brush to a sword fight, the absurdity might kill you before they even strike. Coming along, we've got Sheele's Extas. Now this is where it just goes off the rails. The girl's weapon is an oversized scissors that's almost as big as she is. Let's say she's Nicholas' twin from another world. Sure, they can cut through enemies with ease, but come on, girl. It's a giant pair of scissors, as in actual scissors. Like she's about to give someone the worst haircut of their life after killing them. While the impracticality is off the charts, they are effective. They are capable of cutting through anything, I mean anything, including the unbreakable Incursio armor. Up next in this line is Killua's yo-yos. Yeah, you heard that right. Of all the weapons he could have chosen, it's even crazier that they aren't even weapons. A trained assassin, raised by one of the deadliest families in anime. And what does he use? A child's toy.
Okay, experiment number 2.
A yo-yo?
But don't laugh, because this thing can literally shock you to death. With his Nen ability, he infuses the yo-yos with electricity, turning them into deadly tools that can electrocute his enemies. Because the yo-yos are designed for quick and reactive movements, he can intercept incoming strikes, enact rapid and precise attacks that deal blunt damage. Aside from precision attacks and its versatility, the yo-yo can also bind enemies and act as a restraint to his opponents. Now imagine getting attacked by someone who throws a toy at you only for it to shock you to death. Another absurd weapon worthy of this list is Toru's bubblegum. Toru fights with bubblegum. That's right. While everyone else has swords, fire powers, and crazy abilities, my guy is out here chewing his way through battles. Does this remind you of some kid named Henry Danger? But Toru's concept is more than the ordinary one. It's a gum filled with flammable, combustible air that pops at its target like airborne grenades. The bubbles are sticky, highly resistant to attacks, and can trap or entangle opponents, making his ability more about containment and control rather than pure destruction. Following this lineup is Johnny Joestar's Tusk. Johnny's weapon is Tusk, which isn't just a regular weapon. It's a stand that lets you shoot your fingernails as bullets, because in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, normal weapons are for losers. While the concept is unique, a stand that uses his fingernails as ammunition is a little much and absurd, which is why it makes it to this list. Imagine going into battle with a weapon that shoots your nails. Undeniably, Tusk is still considered one of the most potent stand during the run of the series thanks to its ability to cause continuous, unrelenting damage. Up next is Light Yagami's Notebook, and it's ironic that a joint piece of paper could be a weapon. I assure you that one thing you don't want to do is get on his bad books. Get it? Light's work is pretty easy. The man writes someone's name on it, and they die. Death Note is a supernatural notebook that grants its user the ability to kill anyone whose name they write in it, provided they also know the person's face. The killing mechanism is so versatile that Light can specify the manner of death, ranging from heart attack and suicide to accident, and the victim will die in that manner. While it's incredibly powerful and strategic, it's also one of the weirdest weapons ever. And if the publication company of Light was to run an ad, best believe the nerds will be at the front line, because there are others who just want to watch the world burn. Finally, we've got Shizuku's vacuum cleaner from hell, Blinky. If you thought Killua's yo-yos were absurd, then you haven't met Shizuku's suction demon, fancy word for vacuum. Blinky is a powerful tool wielded by Shizuku, and although it's a powerful weapon, it doesn't take away the absurdity. I can't imagine bringing Blinky to a fight, a vacuum cleaner, in battle. I guess the Phantom Troop believes in keeping things clean after a massacre. Nevertheless, she possesses the ability to suck up anything. And by that, I mean anything. She can literally vacuum up people and objects, turning the battlefield into her personal cleaning zone. Blinky can kill enemies and erase the evidence of crimes. Her versatility was proven when she used to suck up the blood and dead bodies of victims slaughtered during a Phantom Troop attack. Exceptional.
Ready, Blinky?
Yo-yo!
Suck up every last drop of blood from his body.
Yo-yo!
I don't know about you, but a vacuum cleaner in a fight seems more like a joke than a serious weapon, but somehow, Shizuku makes it work. On this note, we've come to the end of this video. Let us know in the comments which Mystique weapon should have made it here and if you agree with this list. Finally, don't forget to hit the bell icon so we see you in the next upload.